From Wood TV, this is 24-hour News 8 Daybreak.
Right now at 6 o'clock, protesters will flood MSU's campus today.
As the board decides who will take the helm, this morning the continued fallout from Larry Nassar and why students still aren't satisfied.
Plus, the Nassar case leading to another lawsuit, why rules set months ago could come back to bite Betsy DeVos.
And the request from Jeffrey Willis today as the prosecution plots a separate plan for his upcoming murder trial.
And then later, what we expect to find out today in court as a doctor from Kalamazoo who ICE agents arrested goes in front of a judge. Good morning. It is 6 o'clock now. I'm Teresa Weekly.
I'm Casey Jones. First on Daybreak, we're going to get you ready for the weekend here. We've got a little bit of a warm-up headed our way.
Yeah, look at the radar. Clear. And look at those temperatures. Not what you typically would see in January.
Matt Kirkwood joining us now. Matt, we've been saying all morning, you say the temperatures are going to jump. We say how high?
Pretty high, Casey, pretty high. It looks like we start out the week with temperatures in the 50s, showers and thunderstorms, and we're going to end the week with temperatures in the 50s, but with sunshine today. Here's a live view of our Allendale campus sky cam. You can see a bit of a wind out there out of the south. Dry conditions. We'll check in with Ellen in just a moment. Temperature 29 degrees in Grand Rapids, 30s off to the south of us, even a 40 at the Lakeshore in South Haven, and our temperatures will continue to go up. Right now, current feel-like reading for most areas, it's in the 20s, and there's going to be a pretty good wind today, but that wind is going to be out of the south. A few high-level clouds out there, especially north of I-96 with a warm front moving in. Here's the latest with temperatures expected this morning as you head out the door. With lots of sunshine, 32 degrees, give or take a couple, 50 degrees this afternoon at least with some sunshine out there. And well, the weekend forecast, well, we're not going to maintain the 50s, but we'll drop down in the 40s Saturday with a slight chance of shower early on, 37 with some snow showers on Sunday. And it will be colder and later in the 8-day forecast. Of course, I'll have more on that. Ellen has the latest in this morning's traffic.
All right, so it's Friday and we're easing into the weekend with a really nice dry start across West Michigan. So roads still looking great even as that traffic volume continues to pick up. Here's the latest on our traffic overview, and this map updates real time. So you can see we have green all across the board, only some slight small patches of yellow on some of our side roads. So as you're getting up and at them this morning, it's looking pretty good from Grand Rapids to Grand Haven down to the Kalamazoo area. Again, we do have a couple of small incidents that we're going to be talking about in the next 15 minutes. For now, a check of those latest drive times looking good across West Michigan.
Well, many of you may be wondering what's next for Michigan State University as the school tries to untangle itself from a web of controversy that is now wrapped in.
A judge sentenced ex-sports doctor Larry Nassar this week. Hours later, MSU's president resigned.
This morning, 24-hour News 8's Marvis Herring is taking a look ahead for what we expect to happen today. Marvis?
Well, Casey and Teresa, there's a public board of trustees meeting this afternoon at 1 p.m. and the big subject on the agenda is the now former university president Luana Simon. There's a big name rumored to fill her shoes. The Associated Press claims Mark Murray, the current vice chair of Meyer, who also served as the Grand Valley State University president from 2001 to 2006, he could be towards the top of that list. Despite the AP speculation, MSU officials have not talked publicly on this matter. Meantime, students plan to protest on campus today. Larry Nassar was sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison. That was earlier this week, but students say they're still unhappy with how Michigan State University handled reports of Nassar's sexual abuse. Coming up at 5:30, I'm sharing what new court documents reveal about why MSU says it's not liable for Nassar's abuse. You can look for more detailed updates from 24-hour News 8. We'll be at that afternoon board meeting today, bringing you the latest on the future of MSU leadership. Casey.
All right, thank you, Marvis. Meanwhile, civil rights groups are taking aim at West Michigan's Betsy DeVos over the policy on investigating sexual assaults on campuses. Last year, the education secretary scrapped Obama-era guidelines, replacing them with new instructions allowing universities to require higher standards of evidence when handling assault complaints. The suit filed last night wants a judge to declare that decision illegal. DeVos says that the old rules were unfairly skewed against people accused of assault.
The University of Michigan also dealing with an investigation into a doctor accused of assault. Police say he had sex with a young patient. WDIV is reporting that U of M fired Mark Franklin Holtzel after the Michigan Licensing Board suspended his license last month. Holtzel worked as a pediatric rheumatologist at the University of Michigan Hospital. Now, university police and state police are investigating him.
Today, convicted killer Jeffrey Willis will be in a Muskegon County courtroom again. Willis is asking to delay trial for the murder of Jessica Herringa. That's expected to start in March. She vanished from a Norton Shores gas station in 2013. The defense says they need more time to prepare. A judge will consider that motion today, and we will be in the courtroom for all of that. Meantime, the prosecution is trying to get the judge to combine the Herringa trial with another one. Willis is also accused of attempting to abduct a 16-year-old girl in Muskegon County in 2016. Some evidence used in the abduction case was used during the Rebecca Bletch murder trial. Willis was ultimately found guilty of murdering Rebecca Bletch. Prosecutors expect a lot of that same evidence to spill over into the Herringa trial.
It's hard to try one without trying the other two. That would alleviate the need to actually have a third trial and call again the same witnesses that we've called for trial 1 and trial 2 to come back a third time.
The defense says that each case should be able to stand on its own. Even though one trial may be economical, it's not justice.
New this morning, President Trump is responding to a new report about the Russia investigation. The president is in Switzerland right now, but the New York Times published a report late last night saying that President Trump wanted to fire special counsel Robert Mueller last summer. According to the report, Trump backed off because his White House counsel, Don McGahn, threatened to resign if he did that. While in Switzerland this morning, the president had this to say about the report.
Fake news, folks. Fake news.
What's your message?
Typical New York Times fake stories.
We're waiting for the president to speak at the World Economic Forum in Davos. He also has said that he will appear on Squawk Box on CNBC, speaking to Joe Kernan this morning. He said that would happen at 6 a.m. Eastern time, so that could also happen. We'll let you know what he says either in his speech or in that interview on CNBC.
U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions will take up a heated topic today in Norfolk, Virginia. He plans to talk about the president's national security and immigration priorities. Sessions plans to talk to a few local law officials, but this will be open to the public. They'll be able to sit in and listen. There's an anti-Trump group that plans to protest outside of today's event.
6:07 right now on your Friday. A doctor from Kalamazoo faces deportation. Still ahead, why? He'll be in Detroit today.
Plus, more bad news for Kellogg's workers, when we can expect the next round of layoffs.
And how an artist is putting pieces of the Great Lakes on display this weekend.